of them all. How many people here, by show of hands, whether you're B2B, B2C, designer, retailer, manufacturer, how many of you here feel that you think that you've sold something in your business because of word of mouth? That you did business with somebody, and then they told somebody, and then you did some more business because of it? Just show your hands. And by the way, if you didn't raise your hands, you should literally leave. Because if you do not understand that, then there's a real by accident reason to why you're here. Oh nice, that dude's leaving. Bathroom? Coffee. You're not gonna need it in another 20 minutes. I'm about to really get revved up. Social media is word of mouth on steroids. Social media is infrastructure for word of mouth. I lived through e-commerce. You know, it was fun. I walked through the showroom and like, man, there's a lot of catalogs here. That was an interesting kind of thing that popped in my head of like the catalog world to then .com 10 years ago, right? Video and where it goes. And really, let me say this. Let me take a step back. No matter what you do for a living in here, no matter what you do, you only have one agenda: to tell your story to your customer. Right? To tell the world your value prop. If you're a big company and a consumer-facing product, you want everybody to know about it and the value it brings, whether it looks better, it works better. If you're a designer, you want to tell your skill set to the showrooms and the retailers and the brands to use you, to choose you. Whatever you do, whether B2B or B2C, your job is to storytell to the end consumer. And we used to storytell, and we continue to storytell through catalogs, through print, through radio, through direct mail, through outdoor media, through television, right? We do. Through banner ads, through websites. But more and more, there's something quite interesting going on, which is when you storytell, the biggest and most important thing is to actually storytell where your customer actually is. Because this is a lot of fun for me right now, because you're all listening to me. It'd really stink if I was across the hall and nobody was there and telling this story. I wouldn't get the same value out of it. And so what I'm concerned with and what I'm passionate about is for this industry and this world, very honestly, to think about what I'm about to ask you, which is, where is the attention of the eyes and ears of your consumer? Why do now I run a social media agency, why do I have customers that are selling $17,000 handbags from one status update on Facebook per bag? Because I'm sure if I'm sitting in this seat and running the business that you're running, and I'm saying to myself, who's gonna buy a $50,000 kitchen through a social media play? People don't think about the scale of what this really is, just like they didn't think that they would put a credit card into a computer. See, innovation doesn't give a crap about any of us. Technology doesn't care about any of our feelings or our family history or who we are. It just does its thing. And either that tornado runs you over or you ride that wave. One or the other. Period, end of story. Some poor guy bought 1,000 horses the day before the car was invented. He lost. And that happens over and over. 9 guys, which is probably the problem. They could have used some females on this board. But 9 guys on the Blockbuster board only 7 years ago. Go read the transcripts from their board meetings, what they were saying about Netflix and how they viewed it. Quote unquote, customers don't want Netflix. They like going to the store and touching the DVDs. It's part of the experience. My ass.